Hi guys, it's Hayden. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be making strawberry bread. So let's get started. First, what we want to do is we want to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. We then want our 9x5 loaf pan, and we're going to line our loaf pan with some parchment paper. Now we're going to get a large mixing bowl, which is right down here. This will be perfect. And we will be adding our vegetable oil, egg, lemon zest, sugar, milk, vanilla. For our vegetable oil, we're only going to be needing half a cup. So that's what I'm going to do. We are now going to be adding in 1 egg. For this part, we are going to be needing a cutting board, a knife, and a shredder to make our lemon zest. So for our lemon zest, we're just going to cut our lemon down the middle. And we're just only going to be using 1/2 of the lemon. And we're just going to be kind of shredding it. For our lemon zest, we don't need that much. We only need we only need one teaspoon. So we're gonna grab our teaspoon. And we're gonna measure that out in here. Okay, I think what we have is perfect. And we're just going to add that to our bowl. Now for our sugar, we're going to need 3/4 of a cup. We are also going to be needing some milk, and that will also be 3/4 of a cup. And then we're going to be adding our vanilla extract, and we will be needing 2 teaspoons of it. Now that we have everything that we need in here, we are going to mix it. After you are done mixing it, your batter should look like this right now. It's more of a runnier, wet batter, but once we add in our other ingredients, it will come together. We are now going to be adding our flour, salt, baking powder, and cinnamon. These are all of our dry ingredients before we put in all of our wet ingredients. For our flour, we're going to be needing 2 cups of flour. We are now going to put in our salt. For the salt, we're only going to be needing 1/3 teaspoon to put in. Now we're going to be putting our baking powder in, and for that we're just going to be needing 2 teaspoons. And now we're going to be putting in our cinnamon, and that's going to be another 1/3 for that. Once you are done mixing your batter, it should look something like this. It's a more thicker consistency than what we had before, and that is what we want. Now that we have our mixture, we're going to add in some chopped strawberries, but first we're going to need to actually chop our strawberries. And for that, we're going to need 2 cups of strawberry. So we're just going to start chopping some strawberries and just kind of see how it looks in the end, and see if we have our 2 cups. Now that we have our 2 cups of strawberries in our batter, we are going to mix it. And now that it is mixed, we're going to place our batter in our loaf pan that we put parchment paper Now we're going to bake our bread in the oven at 350 for about an hour, or until you put a toothpick in and it comes out clean. And now we're going to wait. So my loaf finally finished in the oven. It looks a little bit cracked, but I think it'll still be okay. And now we're going to make the strawberry glaze. What we're going to need is a medium mixing bowl, but beforehand we are actually going to need a cutting board and knife because we are going to be chopping some strawberries. And for our strawberries, we're going to need 1/3 cup. Now that we have our 1/3 cup of strawberries, we're going to add it to our bowl. Now we're going to need 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. There's our half cup, I guess. I'm going to be using 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk. And now we're just going to mix that all together. Now I mixed it up. It should look something like this when it's done. I'm just going to grab my loaf. That is already made, and I'm going to scoop it and place it on top. And there you have it. Some lovely strawberry bread. And this is the finished product. Thank you for watching my video.